your vehicles. No one is permitted to be outside. This is your only warning. If you do not heed it, there will be severe consequences." "What the F is going on?" some guy shouted in a thick Boston accent. He was standing a few car lengths in front of me. An instant later, he was down on the ground, not moving. I didn't see what happened exactly, but that was enough to make me hustle back to my truck. I tried calling Lauren again. When she answered, all that I could hear were broken flashes of the cat screaming, and Lauren sounding scared and begging to know what was happening. "I don't know," I said, not sure that she could hear it. "Maybe they're searching for a criminal or something. I don't know." Then we were disconnected. A minute later, an ambulance was wailing its way down the right-hand shoulder. It stopped just past my truck, and 2 EMTs jumped out of the back. They closed the doors behind them, but I saw that there was somebody else in there. Somebody dressed in riot gear, holding a big gun. The EMTs dragged the guy with the Boston accent by the arms over to the ambulance. They opened the doors and sort of tossed him in, and then followed behind. I saw the riot gear person again for a second, and then the door slammed shut and the ambulance sped off down the shoulder out of sight. Somebody 4 cars ahead of me got the idea to follow the ambulance out of there. I watched as a red car with a New Jersey license plate tore into the shoulder lane and sped after the ambulance. I tried calling Lauren to ask her if she thought we should try it too. It was a ballsy move for sure, but she had sounded at the end of her rope stuck in there with our wailing cats, so I thought she might be willing to give it a shot. This time, the call didn't even go through. I was getting ready to try calling again when I heard this loud blast. A puff of smoke blossomed somewhere up ahead, and all of a sudden, there were chunks of a car flying through the air. It was the red car from before, and as I watched the flaming tire roll to a stop against the highway divider, I decided not to replicate the maneuver. I heard the blast of a horn behind me, and looked in the rear view to see that Lauren had her arm out the window moving her hand around in a circle. Finally, it hit me that she was telling me to roll down my window, so that's what I did. "Can you hear me?" she shouted. "I can. I could even hear the cats. They sounded really freaked out," I said. "I think we're in some kind of military lockdown. Maybe I think we have to just sit tight here." "Can you throw me a bottle?" asked Lauren. "A bottle like Gatorade or something. I know that you've probably got 10 of them in your front seat." I asked her, "What are you going to do with the bottle?" "It's not something